Well, everybody, we can calm down. It's all solved. We found the missing missiles. Sunday at Bedminster, during the final round of the Live Golf Saudi League tournament thing hosted at Trump's own club, because of course it is, the President of the United States lines up a wedge shot. And behind him, behind concertina wire, sits a United States Army Avenger. It's a Humvee with surface-to-air missile launchers bolted right to the back of it, sitting next to a Sentinel radar unit while NORAD F-16s are chasing little Cessnas out of the restricted airspace around his tea time. And yes, this is a real photo. The White House confirmed that it is a real photo. And I should mention, in case you're new here, the country is supposedly running low on missiles while we fight this war in Iran. But worry not, because at least our par 4s are covered, fully covered. And why is there a missile truck on a golf course? Because we're 6 months into this stupid war with Iran, a country whose old regime literally posted a fantasy image of a drone taking Trump out mid-swing as revenge. And yes, this threat is real, and I'm not laughing about that. I have no love lost for Iran, and I do not want to see violence brought to our shores. But I am laughing at the response, which was most definitely not, maybe skip golf during the war you started when you're a target. Instead, it was, just bring some boom boom sticks. I mean, there is a White House video of a colonel pointing at the launcher telling Trump, "We got it covered," while Trump says he's not worried about missiles and drones.
I'm not worried about missiles or drones.
we got it covered right there.
Yet, Mr. President, the missiles are why your foursome comes with a radar truck. This is the only golf course in America where the biggest hazard isn't the water on 14, it's airspace violations. Bill Murray only had to deal with a gopher in Caddyshack. Bedminster has a no-fly zone. And like I mentioned in a video I did the other day, this regime, the Trump regime, seems to be a bit of a clown car when it comes to protecting the president from these real threats. I mean, first of all, the president loves bragging that he's a target. And like I've mentioned before, just a month ago, Donald Trump secretly swapped planes to dodge this Iranian threat and left the press corps, Marco Mark and the fascist bunch, Rubio, Scott Bessent, and Stephen Miller, sitting on the other airplane as a decoy. He used his own Secretary of State as a human shield. Then Tuesday night, he told reporters completely straight-faced that actually his plane was more dangerous to be on, not the one that everyone thought he was on.
So I go by Secret Service and the military. They wanted me to go on a different flight, a different plane, equal safety, but they wanted me to do it, so I do it. I do what they say. Well, I don't know. I think actually the plane that I flew on was at greater risk. I think it was at greater risk because that would be the plane I think that they would be more likely to go for. I don't worry about anything, to be honest. Whatever it is, you know my attitude, whatever.
Interesting. And of course, Donald Trump's golf habit, it's nothing new. It's just now he's doing it under the cover of a missile shield. You have to remember, back in August of 2016, in Virginia, he said, "I'm going to be working for you. I'm not going to have time to go play golf, believe me."
Because I'm going to be working for you. I'm not going to have time to go play golf, and believe me, folks.
Believe me. And right after that video, right after seeing that quote, I love to pull up a website, didtrumpgolftoday.com. It's a running counter built straight off the official presidential schedule of exactly how that golf promise aged. Spoiler, it aged like milk on my car dashboard. Oh, it's so hot. Milk was a bad choice. And looking at it right now, as of filming, the counter has him at 126 or so golf days since he was inaugurated. That's 1 day out of every 5 of his entire presidency. 4 rounds at Bedminster in just the last 9 days, with the taxpayer tab going north of $175 million so far. And he has golfed roughly double the pace of Obama. You know, the dude that Trump spent years screaming about how he, quote, played more golf than most people on the PGA Tour. Right. And I've got to ask, rank this for me in the comments. What is the single most on-brand detail in this story? The Army missile battery guarding a tee time? Blaming Biden for ammunition that he spent 6 months firing? Or an 80-year-old announcing that he won his own golf club championship? I genuinely want the rankings. Oh, wait, Biden, I haven't even gotten to that part of the story yet. The short supply of missiles themselves, because on Tuesday morning, on whatever this thing Real America's Voice is that Trump went on around midnight, Trump explained that the munitions situation is, quote, we're fine with munitions, we're fine. But the reason it's low is Biden gave $300 billion worth to Ukraine.
And by the way, they talk about munitions, and we're fine with munitions, you know, we're having to do with, we're fine. But the reason it would be lower, and we're building them like crazy, but the reason it's low is because he gave $300 billion worth to Ukraine. He gave more. He gave, you know,
right.
They never mention that. They never like to mention that. Now, I give to Ukraine also, but they have to pay, meaning the European Union. I don't do Ukraine. I give it to the European Union. They have money, and they pay top dollar. They pay full dollar. I don't want to say top.
So we're fine, but it's also low. But we're also building them like crazy, but it's also Biden's fault, and we also need more money from Congress. That is 4 or more positions in a breath. Pick a lane, Mr. Trump. Hell, just like your golf game, I'm sure friendly media like Real America's Voice would give you a mulligan. And seriously, what actually happened here is simple. Donald Trump has spent 6+ months firing Tomahawk and Interceptor missiles at Iran in a BS war that nobody wanted. And now he and Hegseth are begging Congress for more money because they are running out of missiles. You want to know where the missiles went, Don? Some, yeah, sure, went to Iran on your order, but at least one battery of them is parked at the turn between 9 and 10, protecting the only strategic asset that you've ever truly cared about, your handicap. And that's why I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe to our channel, because we are going to keep pulling the official schedule while this guy tells you, don't believe your own eyes. And if you really support what we're doing, do me a favor. Consider becoming a member, because things like that make sure that we keep bringing you stories like this every single day.